So as we systematically take out all these screws, you want to make sure you keep track of them. So I got like a styrofoam bowl and just put them in. So it looks like there's two different size bits. One says CRV PH000. One says CRV Y1.5. So it looks like for this screw right here, we need the bit that says CR-V Y1.5. It looks like it's magnetized. That's nice. That's one. As you're doing this, you want to move slowly and gently. These screws feel like they're very delicate and you don't want to accidentally strip them. That's number 2. There's another one. So to do this, I'm just applying downward pressure with the palm of my hand while gently turning with the other hand. Got it. And there's another one right there. Got it. Alright, so I got all those guys taken out. But there is, it looks like a screw right here next to where the micro SD cards insert. So I'm thinking I'm going to take that one out. Now for this one looks like a Phillips screw. A different type of screw than the other ones. So I'm going to switch bits here. And I'm also going to switch styrofoam bowls. I like to keep the different types of screws separated. Okay, let's get that guy out. Alright, now I got all these 4 screws taken out along the outside edge, as well as that screw right there by the micro SD card slot. Next, we need to take out this middle screw right here. It's a Phillips screw. And on the opposite side, now on this side, we got a couple more of these Phillips screws. Take those out. And that one. I just put like a t-shirt down on my table, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, it's a gentle, scratch resistant, so it's not going to scratch up the screen as I'm working. But 2, it's got a light color, so if I drop a screw, it's easy to find it. I recommend you do the same. Okay, got those guys out. Got the middle screw there. The middle screw there. And let's see where we're at. Just gently lift that up. And check it out. Back screen pops right off. Now just taking a look at mine. It's got a bit of dust, so I'll make sure to clean that off before I reassemble everything. Just gonna take this and set this aside. Okay, so right here we could see the old micro SD card reader. And you have this little tiny like foam protector, and that's likely protecting the area where the micro SD card reader attaches to the circuit board. And then right here, there is another little screw. That guy looks like it's another little Phillips screw. Notice right here, there's a bit of dust and debris, so I'll go ahead and get that cleaned up. Now, as with any sensitive electronics, you don't want to get it wet, so I'm just going to use a dry paper towel just to gently wipe that clean. Okay, so the kit that I bought comes with this pair of tweezers. And I'm going to use that right now to very carefully lift up this little black foam part to inspect it. I think I see the problem already. As I was gently wiggling this and lifting it up, it looks like the part right here that attaches to the circuit board was actually lifted up, meaning it wasn't making contact with the circuit board, so the two weren't able to communicate with each other. It's very plausible that this unit is perfectly functional. It was just disconnected. And there's different reasons why that could happen. It's possible that maybe one of my kids dropped the Nintendo Switch and the shock of dropping it just caused it to pop apart. So, got a couple options right now. I could potentially just try pressing that back in just to get that connection to meet back with the circuit board and reconnect. Or I could just completely swap it out with the new one. So, in this case, I'm going to swap it out with the new one, whether or not that's completely necessary. But since I got the new unit, might as well use it. So let's continue. So I remove that. It's got a sticky side and a non-sticky side. Make sure you put it down with the sticky side up. There we go. Now see that? It's completely detached. And that's probably actually the root cause of why this thing isn't working. But anyway, let's continue with the full replacement. So we're going to take our 00 Phillips screwdriver, take out that Phillips screw right here. Got it. And since we're working now with electronics, I'm going to switch from metal to plastic. And this is looks like a little blue plastic spatula that came with the kit. So we'll lift that up. Let's take a closer look at that. So I got the metal part that the micro SD card inserts into. Then you have this component here, which plugs into the circuit board. And I think that was the root cause. This thing just like bounced, and it was maybe loosely connected, and it just went boink and popped apart. So instead of being fully attached to the circuit board, it was lifted up. No communication, no connection, not going to work. So I'm going to save this just in case to have a backup. I'm not going to throw this out. I recommend you do the same. You should hold on to that. So let's just put that off to the side here. Now in this kit, there's a replacement one. It comes in this little plastic case. So let's get that open. Double insulation. All right, let's put that empty case here. Let's take this unit out. Little Ziploc bag. It should go without saying, but when you're working with electronics, you want to keep your hands like clean and dry. Make sure you wash your hands before operating. Try to avoid touching like the metal components that actually attach to the circuit board, as you don't want to get any sort of moisture or oils that can interfere with the connection. So there we have it. Now, from what I understand, I should be able to take this component right here and just press it onto that area right there. All right, let's get a better view of this so it's easier to see what we're doing. So basically we want to get those little tiny metal connections to insert into here. All right. What I tried doing was just taking the unit and just kind of sliding the this part back and forth until I felt the tab of the metal connections go into the groove, the female connection point on the circuit board. And as you're doing it, you can kind of feel it slide into place. Take that screw and screw it back in. Time to get everything put back together. Alright, let's start by reinserting the Phillips screw into this little area right here next to the SD card reader. You want to remember when you're putting these screws back in, you want to tighten them to the point of resistance, but don't over tighten them. It's very easy to damage the circuit board or the head of the screw. Alright, let's get this one put back in. Let's do the other side. Nice. Then we got the two right here. next we're going to switch bits. And get those tri-wing screws screwed back in. Clip that in place. Get the Joy-Cons put back in. Alright, now that I have everything put back together, time to test out a new micro SD card. So I got one of these. It's like an official Nintendo micro SD card. You could probably use it's like off-brand generic SD cards, but just in case I want to go with the legit Nintendo sanctioned version. So let's get this open. Get this inserted and see if it works. Let's put it in the docking station and see if we're able to get it turned on from there. Alright, everything's put back together. The SD card is inserted and I restarted the Nintendo Switch. Let's see if this will work. Data management. Check that out. Micro SD card, free space, 119 gigabytes. We did it, guys. We got it fixed.